Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the take, and what a take we have for you. We're going to talk about a lot going on here on the take, and what a take we're going to have for you. We almost a week away from Thanksgiving, but we can talk to just about everything on what's going on here on the take. We talk about everything that's going on. We get the take started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the take. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dixon. Glad you can join us here on the take on this Thursday, November 20th, 2025. Join in the conversation using the hashtag take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the take. All right. Got a lot going on here on the take. Man, oh man. What a take we have for you. Let's go to what's going on. What's big story? Here on the big story, let's hear from what's going on with President Donald Trump and what he had to say. Watch this.
Okay.
Mr. President, what did Jeffrey Epstein mean in his emails when he said you knew about the girls?
I know nothing about that. They would have announced that a long time ago. It's really what did he mean when he spent all the time with Bill Clinton, with the president of Harvard, who you know, that is Summers, Larry Summers, whatever his name is, and all of the other people that he spent time with. Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years, but he also saw a strike because I was president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself. Give me a break. You're going to find out what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan Chase.
Sir,
Yeah,
is
Jennifer,
there
go
nothing
ahead. Go ahead.
incriminating in the file, sir?
Venezuela,
Why
sir?
not? Why are you acting as a...
Quiet, McGee.
On
Go ahead.
Venezuela, sir, you've had a lot of meetings on Venezuela. I know you can't tell.
Wow. Wow. That man don't have no respect for women whatsoever. He called the woman, one of the female reporters, a pig. Wow. That says a lot about the president and what he thinks about women and stuff. Let's just hope there's been a lot going on with this Epstein file and stuff, and the president doesn't get in the crosshairs of what he got going on. Because, man, I'm telling you, President Trump's gonna really rule the day that he didn't mess with what's going on. Jeffrey Epstein case. I can tell you that right now. It's just like the Christmas Carol. It just gets worse and worse. And Trump is just like Ebenezer Scrooge. He just he is now a once successful businessman, uh, kind of having his fall from grace out of nowhere. His whole group, MAGA, is turning against him, and the Republicans feeling the sense that he ain't gonna be president for long. He got 3 more years left, and he better enjoy these 3 years. He'll be here before you know it. That's why he's making all these pit moves and stuff like that. What's going on? Woo! I can tell you that right now. The president is kind of feeling the heat, all right. But the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein keeps appearing. I think president like, what did I do to Jeffrey Epstein? And kind of realizing now and sensing that, hey, this Jeffrey Epstein case ain't going nowhere. He thought he could let it die down. This thing ain't dying down one bit. Tell you that right now. You're gonna have to really do something about it because it ain't looking too good for him. All right, we move on to talk shows. Talk shows. On talk shows, we get speaking of the Trump Epstein thing. Let's hear from women of the view and what they had to say. Take a look.
I don't trust Donald Trump as far as I can throw him. Of course, I couldn't throw him. But, and I don't trust any of his minions because what happened yesterday and what has happened in the last couple of days does not erase the months and months and months of Donald Trump putting up obstacles, trying to obfuscate, trying to delay. Let us remember, look, it should not have taken an act of Congress. It shouldn't have.
He could release them on his own.
released them. And let's remember, Let's remember, it's been 5+ months since there's been an outcry for the release of these files. Right. Actually, it was before that, because it was during his campaign that the MAGA sphere brought it up. Credit to them. True. Let us remember that Mike Johnson delayed the swearing in of Adelita Grijalba by 40 days so that she wouldn't be the last signature needed in the petition to discharge. Let us remember that Donald Trump dragged Lauren Boebert into the Situation Room to be bullied by his attorney general and his head of the FBI to get off that discharge petition so that they couldn't get to a vote. So I'm not forgetting all of that, but I know one thing. These women, these victims, these women who were children when they were raped and abused by and trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, they are strong. Yeah. They have gone through things. They have found their voice. They have banded together and realized the power they have when they are speaking as a group. And you know what else? They know what's in those files. Yes. They know those names. So if Pam Bondi lends herself to this, if Donald Trump instructs them to redact, if they try to erase the truth of what's in those files, those women know, and we have got to have their back, and Congress needs to go and speak the names.
Wow. I mean, that's powerful. The women of the Jeffrey Epstein case, I mean, wow. Them enduring what they endure. Trump could tell them to scrub some of this stuff. It ain't gonna help him. It's gonna hurt him. You rather get with the program or what? Let's hear what more what the women individual was saying.
This is the beginning, I think, of the battle for the next chapter of what MAGA is and who leads it. Because Donald Trump is not only termed out, but he's also older. He's not going to be there to hold MAGA together forever. And I actually, talking to some conservatives, a lot of them are saying that Charlie Kirk actually was another person who helped hold the MAGA coalition together. And so now there's a fight for who is really going to set the agenda for MAGA. Part of the problem is that Trump never really had an ideology. Trump is about Trump. Right. He has things that he wants and likes, may or may not be consistent. Yeah. And other candidates realize that they do need some kind of consistency, because from tariffs to the state of the economy to even whether they allow people like Nick Fuentes to have a voice in their party, some people in the conservative coalition in MAGA are realizing, yes, we do need to draw lines, because there's probably not going to be this charismatic figure after Trump to hold the party together the same way that it has been for the last 10 years.
As the kids say, they don't got the riz.
Nailed it, Joy. Yeah, I mean, whether you like him or not, Trump is this once-in-a-generation type of figure. The person who comes after him is not going to be that. Right.
Well, like George said, you ain't got the riz. Like they said, Trump is a once-in-a-lifetime figure for the MAGA, and it's going to be rough. Think about it, where you got the Vice President, J.D. Vance, who sort of could be the next predecessor to the MAGA and probably to the presidency in 2028, if that comes to fruition. But it may not come to fruition. History shows that vice presidents don't really win presidential elections as much. The last vice presidential election was nearly almost close to 40 years ago, back in 1988. George H.W. Bush became president and was elected in 1989. So history that's the last time, nearly 40 years ago. I can tell you that right now. We'll kind of keep a close eye on that. All right, speaking of that, in celebrity news, Lori Harvey now was on the Jeffrey Hudson show. Here's what Lori Harvey had to say about being late. Take a look.
I heard you were late for your surprise rap party.
No.
How did you do that? What happened?
Okay, so here's the thing. I am notoriously late. As hard as I try to be on time, I'm gonna always be at least 30 minutes late. And I really, really try, but that's on a good day. So we already were on set all day, and we ran over on set. So that alone should have told everybody, like, guys, maybe we need to reschedule this for another day. So, and also we were shooting super far. So by the time I got home, the dinner had started. So I haven't showered, I haven't done my makeup, I haven't done anything, and I was exhausted. And so the excuse that they gave me to why I needed to leave the house was, a friend of mine was like, come with me to my girlfriend's birthday party. And I was like, girl, I don't know these people. And why would I want to leave the house for that? No.
Once I'm in, I'm not coming back out.
I was like, no, babe, I'm not. So I was doing everything in my power to not have to go. I was like, no, leave me. Just leave me. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm like dragging my feet. And they were like, babe, no, please come. I'm like, oh, okay, but I promise you can leave me. So 3 hours later, I'm like, all right, well, I'm hungry anyway.
3 hours later?
No. I was trying my hardest to get left. Like, I did not want to go. I was like, I promise I'm not going to be upset if you want to go without me. They're like, no, you have to come. I was like, I really don't have to, though. I promise I don't. It's fine.
Oh, my goodness.
So 3 hours later, I'm like, okay, I'm hungry anyways. It's fine. They said it's food. I'll go. And then I walk in, and everybody was immediately excited to see me, but then started cussing me out because they're like, girl.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was like, I'm sorry, guys.
You're lucky anyone was still there.
I know some of my friends did leave. They like texted me after, like, girl, we love you, but
yes.
And I was like, I respect it.
Yes.
I really do respect it. I appreciate that you guys came for me, but yeah, y'all got to give me a better excuse next time.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Laura Harvey kind of got a lot. You know, normally girls are notorious for being late. I didn't know she was that damn late, like 3 hours. Damn, she just shouldn't just showed up and just called somebody and just tell them, you know what, I ain't coming. I think that's her thing, but you know, her being late like that, she knows better. She can do better. She pretty and all, but she gotta do better. Speaking of that, and speaking of that, Cynthia Erivo files a crowd waving to the fans. I guess the Wicked for Good shows Cynthia Erivo. I saw Wicked not too long early, sometime in the summer this year. It was good. I kind of slowed down and stopped and smelled the road. But hey, Ariana Grande telling quiet. Yeah, telling stuff like that. Ariana Grande telling the photographers to quiet down. This is the Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande gonna really tell them to quiet down. Come on, Ariana. She doing? She's a phenomenal singer, but now she's trying to turn into an actress. So Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo trying to get their act together and stuff like that. Like, but speaking of that, Miss Pat appeared on the Jeffrey Hudson show as well. This is where Miss Pat talked about this.
You was talking about we should get rid of our bras?
Yes, so it's
What's going on with that, Miss Pat?
we don't need bras. Look at they up. I'd rather for them to be hanging. And I'm 53 years old. I've had the same set of racks since the 3rd grade. I'm tired. I just want to free ball it. I just want them to hang. Look. Even the men agree, and they don't even have
So
any.
everybody's been agreeing with you. You didn't
Yes.
expect, were you surprised that everybody was in agreement with you?
No, because every woman feel like that. Don't you? What
Yeah,
you do when
I'm
you
with
get home?
you. I'm with
you.
you.
Go home and you probably got 2 scraps on the back of yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, baby, I got a seat belt on the back of mine. And I got like 8
Seat belt?
buckles. Yes, all the kids got to come in together like we praying. Unhook my bra and I let them hang and I just walk around. I hate wearing bras.
Yes, ma'am.
What the hell? Miss Pat said she got a seatbelt and stuff like it's a damn car or something. But Miss Pat funny, but I get it. But I mean, Miss Pat, that was way too much information for me to know. But hey, it is what it is. She said she wear a seatbelt. Got brought like a seatbelt. It's just gonna be hanging all the time when you think about it. All right. But we'll be back with more take. Don't go anywhere. This is the take here on the on HB. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Take. I'm your host, as always, Ken Dixon. Glad you joined us here on the Take on this Thursday, November 20th, 2025, a week before Thanksgiving. The turkeys and the cranberries, you see the background right here showing. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take Hilton Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. But Nicki Minaj appeared for the this is for the political rundown. Nicki Minaj appeared for the United Nations on behalf of the Trump administration to talk about Nigeria, about Nigerians killing unaliving Christians and stuff. How does she know she got proof? A lot of people are turning their backs on Nicki Minaj. Feel like Nicki Minaj is just selling her soul to the devil and stuff by doing what she need to do. She just being that way. Hopefully, Nicki Minaj will finally see the light and she's walking, perhaps trying to see what's going on. But Nicki Minaj really showing her true colors how she did tonight and stuff. Hopefully, she gets the help that she needs or something. Perhaps. Well, I guess it's gonna leave you with this. Um, this by real week. Here's what Jane Lynch, the host of the Weakest Link, had to say about the acting advice she had got.
I was a young whippersnapper.
Wow.
Doing like commercials and voiceovers, and I got cast in The Fugitive, which was being shot. Look how young. That's a baby face.
Talk about a baby.
I know, right? I think it was 1992. I was 32, and Harrison Ford actually gave me the best advice an actor ever gave me.
Wow.
They were doing my close-ups, and he said, "I don't care how smart you are. If your mouth is hanging open, you look stupid." Because I guess I was doing this.
That's how I was sitting here looking at you right now. I'm like, whoops.
Always close your mouth.
What was it like working with him?
Oh, it was really great. I mean, our scene, yeah, how about it? Yeah, Harrison Ford fan over there. So, like, I was a young whippersnapper.
Yes, a whippersnapper.
Yeah, and
my
our
mouth is
scene, he wasn't pleased with the writing of our scene, and it was raining out, just like it's raining today. It was raining out, and he grabbed an umbrella, and he said, "You, come with me." And we went out into his trailer. It's not like what it sounds. And we rewrote the scene together.
Really?
Yeah, so he, like, wanted my input, and we made it better.
All right, that was Jane Lynch, the host of the Weakest Links, getting that advice from Harrison Ford, legendary actor, tell her, "Hey, don't be doing all that," but hey, she learn from the best and stuff like that. All right, thank you all for watching this edition of the Take. I've been your host, Ken Dixon. So long. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanksgiving here on the Take.